everyone, in today's video we are going to learn about an important device used in modern surgeries, the electrosurgical unit. Introduction. So, diathermy, also known as the electrosurgical unit ESU, is a medical device used during surgeries to cut tissue or stop bleeding by using high-frequency electric currents. The ESU passes high-frequency alternating current through the body tissues, which causes the tissue to heat up. This can either cut the tissue if it's very intense or coagulate, stop bleeding by clotting the blood. Now let's go through its principle and operation. Diathermy works on the principle that high-frequency electric current passes through body tissues and produces heat due to tissue resistance. As you can see a diagram of an electrosurgical unit, the heat is used to either cut the tissue or stop bleeding. The current is usually above 200 kHz, which is safe because it avoids muscle and nerve stimulation. Electrosurgery uses AC to cut or stop bleeding in tissues. A skin incision is made using a scalpel. The blade is pressed down at a right angle and gently moved to create a clean cut. It's important not to cut at a slanted angle to avoid damaging the skin. Gently move the scalpel in the desired direction to make a clean cut. The upper abdominal incisions are made to reach organs like the liver, gallbladder, and chest area. These include the midline, subcostal, and paramedian. They allow easy access for upper body surgeries.
This is a tool used in surgery for cutting and coagulation. It has colored buttons, orange for cutting and blue for coagulation. The handle is easy to hold and tip can be changed easily. Different tips are used for different tasks like cutting tissues, touching small areas, or removing tissues. The tips are coated so they don't stick to the skin. So now let's discuss about the two major parts of the diathermy machine, monopolar and bipolar. So monopolar diathermy is a treatment where an electric current is passed through the body to produce heat. This heat helps reduce pain, relax muscles, and improve blood to flow. One electrode is placed on the skin and current flows from it into the tissues, helping in healing, as you can see in the picture. It is commonly used in physical therapy for muscles and joint movement. Bipolar diathermy is similar to monopolar diathermy, but it uses two electrodes instead of one. These electrodes are placed on the skin close to each other. The electrical current flows between them, generating heat in the tissues. This helps tissues reduce pain, relax muscles, and improve blood circulation. Since the current flows only between the two electrodes, it's usually more focused and less likely to cause discomfort compared to monopolar diathermy. It is commonly used in physical therapy and rehabilitation. So, this image shows the difference between monopolar and bipolar diathermy. In monopolar diathermy, the electric current flows from the tool through the patient's body and exits through a metal plate placed on the skin. It is useful for treating larger areas. In bipolar diathermy, the current passes between the two tips of a special tool, so it does not go through the whole body. This method is safer and better for small or delicate areas. This is a scenic electrosurgical unit used in surgeries for cutting and coagulating tissues with electrical current. Power switch turns the machine on and off. Up and down buttons increases or decreases power. Plate light shows if the patient plate is connected. There are different modes present inside these electrosurgical units that are cut for cutting tissues, blend, mix of cutting, and coagulation. Coagulation for stopping bleeding, burn for burning or sealing, bipolar for bipolar instruments, monopolar for monopolar tools, bipolar for bipolar tools, FS for foot switch control.
Now we will discuss effects of diathermy. Cutting and coagulation are two modes of diathermy used in surgical procedures. Cutting mode uses a lower voltage with continuous current, focusing energy on a small area. It heats the tissue quickly to a high temperature, vaporizing it make to clean cuts with minimal damage to the surrounding tissue. This mode works best when the electrode tip is just above the tissue. In contrast, coagulation mode uses a higher voltage with interrupted current, spreading energy over a larger area. It heats the tissue slowly, causing dehydration and protein denaturation, which helps stop bleeding, hemostasis. This mode is ideal for clotting and works best with the little or no contact with the tissue. Cutting mode. The electric current stays on all the time. It makes a lot of very quickly. This heat cuts the tissue by turning it into vapor. It helps make clean cuts and does not harm nearby areas too much. Coagulation mode. The current turns on and off in short bursts. It makes less heat more slowly. The heat dries the tissue and helps stop bleeding by making the blood clot. Now we will discuss about the hazards of diathermy. Diathermy has some hazards if not used carefully. Burns can happen if the current flows the wrong way. There is a small risk of electrocution if the machine is not properly checked. Sparks from diathermy can also cause explosions if flammable liquid like alcohol are near. Channeling can damage thin tissues or send current to other areas by mistake, which can harm healthy tissues.
So, there are some supplier companies that are national and international that provide the electrosurgical unit. In Pakistan, several reliable suppliers offer the Sanic 400 electrosurgical unit. These include City Scientific Supply in Karachi, Park Surgical in Lahore, Air Medicals in Rawalpindi, and HLH Pharmacy through their online platform.
These are the images of electrosurgical unit we captured during our hospital visit.
Now let's go through the operational video of the electrosurgical unit.
Okay, so don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.